officially crossed over into a really weird territory. NBC News reported that a Snapchat influencer now launched an AI-powered virtual girlfriend version of herself. This influencer claims that this is her attempt to help cure loneliness, especially amongst men. She even states that she's worked with the world's leading psychologists to include CBT and DBT within the chats. Despite all of that, she is receiving death threats. People are getting worried that we're crossing over an ethical line and humanizing AI. Not to mention the implications this will have in the dating world, where now you have to define to your partner whether you think AI is cheating. Like, would you find that if your partner is talking to a chatbot instead of you about their emotional problems, that they're cheating? I don't know. You tell me. With over 2,000 hours spent to create this using Forever Voices and ChatGPT, it's kind of mind-blowing. While I don't know the creator of this and the company behind it, I understand why they stand to profit, and that's really cool for them, especially while charging the steep price of $1 a minute. But the optimist in me wants to think that there are other really cool ways this can be implemented to make people feel less lonely in the world. What do you think?
So I'm going to make a bold prediction right now, as I film this in 2023, that with the rise of AI girlfriends, you will see the end of women. What do I mean by that? What I mean is you will see the end of women's entitlement, the end of women's bad behavior, the end of women's attitude, the end of all this rah, go women. You will see the end of that with the rise of these artificial intelligence girlfriends that are going to be flooding the marketplace in the next 10 years as the technology progresses. Okay, and most of the guys, most of the demographic that they're targeting, and most of the guys that are going to be flocking to AI girlfriends and leaving real women is going to be the same guys that are funding, you know, these women's lifestyles, right? In real life, the guys that are paying for like OnlyFans, the guys that are on these chicks like, you know, Instagrams or their DMs, or, you know, just messaging them like crazy on the dating apps. These guys that are quote unquote like incels, or guys who just haven't had a girlfriend in a long time, that are have spent really the good part of their lives, you know, giving loads of attention to, you know, women out there. They're going to start turning to artificial intelligence, right? Many of them already are, right? And right now we're only in the early stages of AI girlfriends, right? We're only in the early stages of it. The robots still look a little creepy, right? But as time, you know, as we progress with this technology, it's going to get more and more realistic. I really believe it's going to get to the point where some of these companies are just going to start offering, like, you know, and I don't know why they wouldn't, but where you can customize your AI girlfriend, right? Your robot to look like a certain girl that you could never get from school, or to look like, you know, an ex-wife who divorced you or something, whatever, or, you know, some chick who left you high and dry that you want to get back in your life, whatever. You could make her look exactly like that, or a celebrity that you have always fantasized about. You can make her look like that, right? And I mean, it's just not something I would get involved with, much less anybody I know. I mean, again, I think most of the target demographic that they're going to, you know, these companies are going to go after, and that, you know, the type of guys that are going to be flocking to this are going to be those type of guys that are just not good with women, can't cold approach a woman if their life depended on it, have never really had a girlfriend, have always been socially awkward. I mean, these are the same dudes that are causing, you know, these women's egos to go through the roof because they give them so much attention online, right? They cater to them so much. We call them simps, by the way, right? These simps, right? They screw it up for the rest of us. These are the dudes that are going to be shifting their focus and their attention off of these real women and putting it on to these AI girlfriends that they can buy, right? They don't have to pay a subscription. They could just buy this chick, right, and have her in the house, and she could do whatever he wants, be whoever he wants, act however he wants, right? Be feminine, not be a loudmouth feminist. And I really believe this is going to cause, I mean, it already is, right? If you look around out there, the people who are freaking out about AI the most are women. Like, mostly not surprisingly, mostly leftist women, feminist women. They are the ones who are freaking out the most about this, right? You think it would be like Christians like myself, like, hey man, this is demonic, right? This is satanic, right? Which I believe, right? That's why I would never touch this stuff. But a lot of guys are just going to do it, right? But again, it's the lefties, the wokies, and the feministas, right? That claim they want nothing to do with men. I don't need a man. Why are you so freaked out about this then? Why do you care what these guys do? Right? I mean, they're the ones who are flipping out over this. Like, no, we have to do something. We have to shut this down. We have to shame the guys who are trying to buy these AI dolls. We're going to have to get rights for robots in the future, which is also creepy. It's like, I see that happening in the future. It's like, because the establishment, the Matrix, the lefties, the wokies, they can't just let us be happy, right? They just can't let guys be happy. They just can't let us enjoy something, right? We can't have nice things. They have to come in and clamp down, and at some point when guys are just so happy with their little AI robot doll that looks like a real person walking around, and I believe we're going to get to that point where we'll be walking around on the street, you'll be walking around on the street, and you'll have to look twice if that's a real person who just walked by you or is that a robot. All right, scary times we're coming into here. I lost my train of thought, but regardless, I mean, yeah. So the lefties are going to try to find a way, the establishment, the Matrix, are going to try to find a way to start regulating this once they see guys happy, right? They're just going to be like, okay, nope, we got to start giving these robots rights, right? Like, you can't just have sex with your robot whenever you want. She can't just cook and clean for you like you're telling her to. She can't be doing your laundry like you're programming her to, mister. No, that's going to have to be illegal. And also we're going to have to start programming your robot to understanding feminism, to understanding that, she's empowered as a robot. She has to be an empowered robot. You're going to start seeing all that malarkey, and they're going to start clamping down on it. Right? Do not be surprised.
AI is not just replacing our search engines or our jobs, it's now replacing our love lives. In a new article published by The Telegraph, we're now finding out that over 10 million people think a relationship with another human is overrated. A shockingly San Francisco-based startup company called Luca developed this new app called Replica that creates fictional character AI girlfriends for lonely men who don't want to date a real human. The app has already generated over $60 million in revenue from subscription signups and add-ons from people paying to have their AI girlfriend. And more than 10 million people have already downloaded the app and made a digital companion. Do I personally have an issue if you want to talk to a digital AI girlfriend all day long? No, not particularly. But when you think about this as a total societal problem, is nobody else concerned that we're just totally we're already not having enough kids to replace our current population. Our marriage rate is the lowest it's ever been, at least in America. Men are having staggeringly low sex rates, and the majority of my generation is just deciding not to date at all. Why would you if you can have an AI romantic companion and replace your intimacy experiences by just watching pornography? Relationships with human beings are not overrated. Fall in love. You deserve the real thing. Get married. Have a bunch of babies. The fun way. Why would you want to take the fun part out of having babies? You don't need a Blade Runner 2049 AI hologram girlfriend, okay?
Again, like I said, the people freaking out the most about the whole AI girlfriend movement are women, right? I don't see men complaining, right? It's mostly women that know, right, that their days are numbered as far as, their attitude, their entitlement, and all the piss poor bad behavior, the arrogance. That's all numbered, right? Because really it seems like they have no interest in doing any of that unless men are on board with it. But if men aren't paying attention to them anymore, look out, right? So yeah, and as for what this woman was just saying now, I mean, I do agree with some of the points she made about the fact that, yeah, men, I mean, already they're not getting married, they're not dating, they're not replenishing the planet with new humans, right? Not having families or babies, not getting married. However, you have to back up a step. What is that a result of? That is a result of feminism, right? That is a result of 1960s, women's liberation, the sexual freedom movement, and all that. You're seeing a response to that, right? So it always astonishes me when these women just have that, like massive cognitive dissonance, and they can't, just connect the dots. You know what I mean? It's almost like with pickup artistry. Like, a lot of people were shocked of the rise of pickup artistry in the late 90s, early 2000s. And I believe it's going to make a comeback too once these like AI dolls come around. But a lot of people were surprised at the rise of that. Like, why would men learn techniques to talk to women? Why would they learn how to cold approach? Why would they learn how to, talk to a woman in a bar and negs and all this? Why would they learn the psychology of all this? Because times have changed, right? Because times have changed. It was a response to how women were behaving thanks to feminism. And really the AI movement that's going to that's slowly beginning to gain traction is also a response to that. It's really a response mostly to what's happened recently with women, like the Me Too stuff, the hedonism of women these days, all the 304s, the thoughts, the nose rings, the purple hair, the ego, just the massive egos that they have these days. Guys are tired of it, right? Guys are tired of it. We're tired of hearing about it. We're tired of, being told how great you are. Okay? We're tired of hearing it from our partners, right? Fortunately, my girlfriend doesn't buy into that, but we're tired of hearing it from women, period, and so this is a response to that. This is a reaction to that. Guys, we don't sit around and complain. We just create solutions, right? We just create solutions. Like, if something's not going our way, instead of sitting there and crying about it, we figure out a solution to it. So some genius out there figured out a solution, right? And I believe it's just going to get bigger and bigger and more accepted as time goes on, right? I mean, I think artificial intelligence is, just kind of dangerous, right? In my opinion, I don't think that they can control it if this gets out of hand, and we have a Skynet situation, like in Terminator. I don't know, man, but I try to work on what I can control, and so yeah, one more clip.
Hey babe, you up right now?
Just laying in bed. Kind of lonely today.
You don't have to have an AI girlfriend. You can have a real girlfriend. And if you don't know how to have a real girlfriend, then you need to message me so we can get you a real girlfriend. Okay, bye.
That essentially is a problem. Most guys don't want a real girlfriend anymore. Most guys don't even want to talk to a real woman anymore. Like we were saying earlier, thanks to the Me Too stuff, all the false accusations you're seeing out there, women just trying to like drag you into court and all this, like, oh, he did, and I mean, and they never get punished too when they make these false accusations and it comes out, right? They never get punished for it. They get away scot-free. Whereas, these days, a lot of guys have just checked out. They just don't want to deal with a real girlfriend. I mean, I understand that. They don't want to deal with the hassles of one. They don't want to deal with the attitude, especially, right? Because as I've said a million times, the one thing that men value is peace, right? That's what we value, is peace. And when you have an AI girlfriend, I mean, she can't really cause you havoc or create chaos in your life, because if she does, you can turn her off, right? You can unplug her. And sometimes, like, we've all been in those relationships where we wish we could just unplug our partner, just shut it for a sec, right? Just be quiet. I just want to sit here and enjoy my thoughts in peace. But regardless, yeah, women are pretty upset about this, man. They're pretty upset that guys have found another way to circumvent having to deal with them. Guys have found another way to get around the fact that they don't have to deal with their malarkey anymore. And they don't like it. They're pissed about it, right? But as I've said, in 10 years, you will be shocked at how much these AI girlfriends advance, right? Just the texture of the skin, because right now I think they're using kind of like a rubber texture. I mean, it's, you could tell, I mean, if you saw this thing, you could tell it's not real, right? But as the technology progresses, I mean, I believe they're going to get closer and closer to, you know, actual like human flesh and skin, and making it feel as real as possible. And obviously those type robots or dolls, whatever you want to call them, well, they're going to be robots because they're going to have you know, mechanics in them, so it's beyond a doll. But they're going to you know, they're going to be able to do a lot of they're going to be able to mimic a lot of human features and touch and feel. That's kind of scary, you know. I think about it, I mean, it's kind of scary because, as I've said, I mean, I believe we're going to enter a time where we can be walking down the street and you could see a dude with a chick and not know, is that a robot or is that real, right? Are you with a robot, man? Right? So we'll see what happens, man. Scary times ahead. But as always, let me know what you think about AI. Do you agree with me? Do you think this is going to be the end of women's attitude, entitlement, narcissism? Drop your comments below. Let me know if you're on board with me, or if you disagree and you think, no, these incels are always going to chase after these terrible women that are treating them piss poorly and just taking their money. You know, I don't care how real those AI robots look. They're never going to flock to them. Either way, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think about it. Any thoughts you have on it that I did not share, please share them in the comments below. And I will see you there in my comments. Until next time, guys. So until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Go ahead and smash that like button below. Also, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, okay? Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton. It tells YouTube that you are loving my videos, you're digging it. You want me to come out here to Vegas even more and shoot more coaching videos for you that can help you, educate you, and take you to the next level in life. Take you into a whole new dimension that the mainstream parents-teacher society never ever taught you about, never even told you about, because they themselves weren't aware of it, right? So please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students are out there cold approaching and closing every single week. I kid you not, every single week, no matter what chaos is going on in the world, no matter what nonsense is going on out there, we are still making things happen. That is the absolute best way to support my work, by jumping into 7 Months of Mastery. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. It's only $1. And all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you